Yeah, it's a real computer. It's like a Windows XP machine.
No, it's not real then.
Okay. Okay, the computer's on now. We turned everything on. We turned the box on. We turned the computer on.
Okay, and the next thing to turn on is the dust track instrument. So to turn it on, it's pretty easy. There's on and off button. So you just press the on button, and then you wait for the instrument. So this 95% means that the battery is at the 95% or that it has external power. Okay, see, so it showed time, but don't worry about that because all the time data is stamped by your computer time. So you kind of want to go here into this reading mode. So now it's reading the current dust concentration. And one thing to check, even though this doesn't change unless you press it, there's a time constant button, and this is basically running average. So you want to be in the 1 second mode. Okay, see. So you press this thing, it goes to the different things. So if I want 10-second running average, I will leave it there. So that's 15, 30, and we want to be in 1 second mode. So that means it's not doing any averaging. Because when you're running the Pi Swirl, it's best just to collect the 1 second data, and then if you want to, you can average it. But you want the best response that you can get. That's what you get with 1 second.
So what are the other settings in case we accidentally push the button?
Okay, so it's just, so next one is 5 second running average, and then if you hold it again, it goes to the next one, so that's 10, and then there's 15, and 30. It's not the end of the world, but you'll see if you're running the Pi Swirl, and for example, one telltale sign is that the saltation data, saltation counts are ahead of dust track data, or the dust track peaks are lagging the saltation peaks. It means that there's a lag in between. And the other thing is because it's doing the running average, the PM10 curve is really nice and smooth. Yeah.
How about the other buttons?
Right. Doesn't matter. Like the sample button is if you want to record data on the dust track memory. You don't rely on that. So yeah, exactly. And then statistics is, so if you're in a sample mode and you're recording data, then you can press the statistics, and then it tells you what the average maximum and minimum values were during that sample period.
Okay.
So yeah, we usually just keep it in the regular, what they call a survey mode.
Is there any other buttons that need, in case we push one while we're installing it?
Right. So yeah, it's not a big deal because you press all of these, and if you just press them once, they kind of tell you what the status is, and then they kind of go. And so that, for example, is a clear memory. So you can clear memory or whatever. Logging interval, that's different. You don't have to worry about that. But that's a good point. So don't confuse the logging interval with the time constant. So time constant is a running average. You keep that at 1 second. And the logging interval is if you were to go into the sampling mode and log the data, then depending on which logging mode you leave it in, it would then log the data in, what we have here.
That doesn't matter for the Pi Swirl, right?
Right, doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly.
The only thing that matters
is the time constant button. Right, exactly. And then we'll kind of talk about this a little bit later. Just some regular dust track maintenance, cleaning of the dust track, and then zero checking of the dust track. So that's very similar to the new instrument. We included with this stuff basically zero filter and cleaning supplies and stuff like that.
Maybe it's not a bad time to mention box 3.
Yes.
Yeah, I was wondering.
So box 3 basically contains other supplies that you need to run the Pi Swirl long term.